When you go against eons of mental conditioning by radically accepting what is in the present moment, it is wild how your life transforms. And in another sense, this is just the art of being present, right? The mind has stories and narratives that it's going to run, right? Different ideas and perspectives that have been conditioned, that have been hardwired into it. And when you can stop yourself in the moment, right, there might be a bunch of resistance. There might be a ton of resistance. There might be stories as to why what is happening in the moment should not be happening, right? When you can stop in the moment and be present with what is, regardless of the stories, regardless of the narratives, it radically transforms how you experience life. And it's so interesting too because I remember when I was going through suffering, and there were a mixture of different things, right? There were frustrations in my own life. I was unintentionally fasting. I hadn't eaten a whole lot that day. There were just a bunch of things weighing down on my psyche, right? And I had remembered a quote that I believe Eckhart Tolle, spiritual teacher Eckhart Tolle, one of the best out there. He said, "Accept what is in the moment fully, as if you have chosen it." Now, I don't know if that's word for word, but just the idea right there. Love the guy. Eckhart is just phenomenal. He's incredible. Um, I think that he's been called like the spiritual rock star of our time. He's he's very present. He's very here and now, and it's incredible. But it's so interesting because the mind is running a narrative constantly, right? What is presented to us in the moment, the mind usually has something to say about it. If it's in favor of it, it's going to applaud it, it's going to praise it. But if it's like, ugh, just wants to get rid of it, right? And if it's still there, if it just remains, the mind's just going to continue to run that story. But when you step in front of that story and you're just completely present with what is, right? You radically accept it. You halt those narratives. You bring them to a screeching halt, and you're just present, right? Doesn't matter the noise, doesn't matter the silence, you're just there with it. This radically transforms people's experiences of life. And the more you practice this, the more you will allow your mind and body to understand what this is. Because as a species, we are very overridden by our minds. And the more that we can allow ourselves to just stop and be present to the moment, regardless of what the moment consists of. If the mind is saying, no, 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 you step in front of those no's and you just be present. And it changes everything.